Hey guys, sorry for not uploading for a while. It's just I've been signed out of my account and I may have forgotten my password. So I've been trying to put in my password, well, figure out my password so I could upload again. But now I have, so I'll live up to the promise and upload more regularly. I cannot say that word, can I? Regularly. Anyway. Quite commonly I'll upload. But today I was planning a different video, but that kind of went down the drain. So now we have my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck from Yu-Gi-Oh! I know I'm not the best, I'm just letting you guys know I'm not the best at making decks. Like, I'm not a professional or anything, just a casual player looking to go to competitive scenes like locals and all that. So if you like my deck, let me know in the comments down below. So this time, let's start with the actual deck of, well, the actual deck. And sorry for the crappy lighting, it's just I'm using my torch on my phone, and my phone is just complete useless at times, or most times, so plan to get a new phone soon. But anyway, first off, I am playing three versions, or well, not three versions, three copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, and hence why you've seen my ultimate Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But anyway, first we have the three Blue Eyes up here. Just move this away. And then I am playing, well, not playing, playing too much Yu-Gi-Oh! Then we have Dragon Spirit of White. So, to be honest, I don't have any strategies. I am useless at building decks. But anyway, we have, oh god, I'm gonna butcher this name. Noru Arise the Rival Dragon. I'm sorry for the glare, like I said, I'm using my torch off my phone, so sorry about that. But anyway, I am using this card for, well, if this isn't a full Blue Eyes deck, but it mainly is. It's just some of the dragons help me get Blue Eyes, and if not, help me to at least keep myself in the dough. Next we have Kyberman. Am I saying that right? Kyberman. There we go. I had to think about that for a second. But anyway, I am obviously using Kyberman to get the Blue Eyes out on the field. Like I said, most of these cards in this deck help me in getting Blue Eyes out on the field. Then we have Maiden of White, Master Eyes of Blue. Let me just sort this out. A Protector with Eyes of Blue. Just to help my Blue Eyes. But after that, I'm just trying to get these out the way so you could just focus on the cards I'm putting down. Separate Night Dragon, like I said, some of these cards might not involve Blue Eyes or even help them. It's because I don't have all the cards I want for this deck just yet, but hopefully I will at some point get all the cards and then finish this deck. Because I do have plans for this, but I don't actually have the cards to do so, so I'm just trying to fill in blanks as best as I can with other dragon monsters or some other things that help my Blue Eyes. Yeah. But anyway, 7th Night Dragon, that will explain itself in soon. Then get Mortal Dragon to help me get Blue Eyes. So, like I said, another card that helps me get Blue Eyes. And then Keep of the Shrine, which is actually a very good card to help me get Blue Eyes, because this guy's effect basically lets him be tributed, or makes himself be able to be a 2 tribute monster. So it's if I have him out on my field and say I have Blue Eyes in my hand, if this guy survives, I could manage to get a Blue Eyes out on the field within the second turn, which would be an amazing start to Endure. But now we have, why isn't it? Okay, the Whitestone Legend. I have, if I could find it, just give me a quick second. Here we go. The Whitestone of Ancients. I don't have 3 of them, but one other copy of one of these to finish off the 3 of the Blue Eyes, but like I said, 2's better than nothing. So I use those to help me get Blue Eyes, and so I put my arm in the camera. Like I said, I'm just still kind of new to position cameras and being good, usual in that. But then we have Sangan. I'm not entirely sure if he's still banned or not, because I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, so I'm not sure if Monster Reborn is unbanned, because it is in Master Duel, so I don't know if it is in the TCG or not. So if Sangan isn't banned, it would help me find Whitestone a Whitestone Legend or Whitestone of Ancients to help me get the Blue Eyes out on the field. So nice little combo there. Then we have Tiger Dragon. So short end of this you could tribute this and destroy a opponent's card and spell trap card on the field, which is very grateful or very helpful if they have what was that card? I think it's level limit A or something, or I don't know. It's something where the spell can't let you play 4 or above monsters, or they cannot attack. So that is helpful for me getting rid of those type of cards. Then next we have Alexandrite Dragon. Sorry for mispronouncing some of these names. I'm just tired at the moment because it's quite late and yeah, I lost my voice here. And yeah, but anyway, we have Alexandrite Dragon. He's there to help me get one of my special deck monsters, which you'll see in a little while, but he's also helpful for 4-star monster to help me get out a monster in the beginning turn, and he's pretty good at attack. Not so much on defense, but attack he's amazing. So on top of that, we have 2 more monsters, and it's the spells and traps. And we have Rider of the Storm Winds, which, like I said, sorry for the glare if you want to read these. But my brain just went kaput. My brain just blanked out for a second. But yeah, another one that helps Blue Eyes. And then the one card that truly helps my Blue Eyes is Dictator of D. Because I don't have Lord of D or the Foot of Dragons, I think it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Foot of Dragons, yeah, that sounds right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments for any of this stuff. And if you have tips in making decks, please let me know, because anything would help. Because because if you're a good duelist and watching this video, don't just please don't give me a hard time for this deck. I'm making do as I can with the card I got, but Dictator D, obviously he helps me with Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then this card's a 40 card deck, so now we are on to the spells. So we are playing, well, I'm playing two Foolish Burials for the Stone of Ancient and White Stone of Legends, so we could get Blue Eyes White Dragon in my hand. So a nice little combo there. And then if I could find it and play, sorry if I could put the card squint. I play two copies of Polarization to get Ultimate White Dragon and my other fusion monster, which, like I said, you'll see once I get to the extra deck. But I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Polarization does, and if not, you could fusion one monster from your extra deck by using materials in your hand or field. And then we have the Melody of Awakening Dragon, another one that helps Blue Eyes. And I'll try and bring some combos from this deck at the end of the video, but no promises. Then next we have Summoner's Art, which helped me add a level 5 or higher normal monster from my hand, or from a deck to hand, which is another good way to get Blue Eyes. And then, sorry if any of these cards are damaged, it's because they're old, or I traded them with my friend, and, well, time just took its toll on these cards. But next we have Three of a Kind. Like I said, sorry for the damages at the bottom of the card and the side. It's just old cards, and yeah, I respect the cards, and I do want to keep them as protected as possible. Hence why some of these are shiny, like this Blue Eyes card. It's just, I have it in a sleeve. Well, I guess you could call it a sleeve. I don't know, it's like a see-through type of sleeve thing. Protects the card, so. But Three of a Kind lets you, if you have three of the same monster, three monsters with the same name, you destroy your opponent's cards, or three of your opponent's cards. And then one of my favourite traps, because I love the art and effect, and that is Unending Nightmare. Because you could pay 1,000 life points and destroy one face-up spell or trap your opponent controls. And if you don't want a trap from your side, you could use it on your own spells or traps, which is helpful for combos or strategies or whatever else you plan for Unending Nightmare. And like I said, I just love the art of this card. It's just, I don't know why, or I don't know what attracts me to this. It's just, I love it so much. Then I am playing Jar of Avarice, and it would help me get my Blue Eyes cards back from the graveyard. And then you gotta have this card, Merophos. It's just essential. Well, I mean, it's not essential, it's just I personally like to have it in every deck for like a plan B sort of thing. So it's just there for extra protection. And then Burst Breath, it helps me do some sort of strategy. I think I've forgotten it, but because I made this deck, I can't remember when, but I made this deck a while ago, and I may have forgotten some strategies, because, 2-minute hits to the head and not short time memory, but bad memory. And yeah, it just helps dragon decks, because I could send one dragon type monster from the graveyard, or from the field to the graveyard, destroy all face up monsters that whose defense equal or less to the attack of the tribute monster, so if I'm having a tough time I could tribute Blue Eyes, and self-explanatory. And sorry if I don't sound confident in this, it's just something with me, I just cannot really sound confident at all or anything. But Call of the Haunted, which is another good one to get Blue Eyes back to the field. And I just realised something, I missed out a few spells, but I'll go back and go through them. So then next we have Draining Shield, so if I'm on life points I could get some more and continue with the duel. Then we have Negate Attack, which helps me buy some time to hopefully get the cards I need, because I do somewhat believe in the heart of the cards. I fully believe my deck, yes, it's just heart of the cards I do sort of believe in. I know it's kind of silly, but that's what I personally believe, and yeah, there's nothing wrong about believing, is there? So next we have Threatening Roar. Am I saying war or law? I don't know. Threatening Roar. It just helps me buy time because my opponent cannot attack. I use it, and then another trap. And then the last trap called Fowl's Treasure. And if you don't know what this does, I could shuffle this card face up into the deck. If you draw this face up card that was added to the deck by this effect, send it to the graveyard, then target one card in the graveyard, accept this card, and add it to my hand. So another way to get Blue Eyes. But like I was saying, back to the spells I missed out, because I'm dumb. Let's just cut through chase. I am very dumb. But anyway, Ancient Rules, another good card to help with Blue Eyes. Then, since Pot of Greed is banned, I'm using a different pot. One of my personal favourites, because the effect is so good. And hey, it helped me out of so many situations. And that is Pot of Duality. It lets me look at 3 cards in my deck, or show the top 3 cards in my deck, and then I could just pick what one I want. So it could help you in very, very sticky situations. And then next we have Beacon of Light, a field spell which helps me get Blue Eyes. And if you don't know what Beacon of Light does, I'll tell you. Because if you do not control another Beacon of Light and you have 3 or more Blue Eyes monsters in the graveyard, target one of them, special summon it once, effects are negated. Also equip this card to it. When this card leaves the field, banish the equipped monster. Other monsters you control cannot attack. Also, if you have any number of Blue Eyes monsters in your graveyard, to the equipped monster, or the equipped monster can attack up to a number of times during each battle phase, which is good. And most of you might have heard from these cards, and some may hate some of these cards, but yeah. Next we have Bloodstream Destruction. It's just obvious. It's like the Red Eyes variant. In Fire and cannot speak. Fire Inferno, I think it's called. But it just lets you destroy all monsters my opponent controls, and my Blue Eyes cannot attack. This card's been activated. Then this card, Monster Reborn, it's pretty obvious what it does. I don't know if it's still banned, like I said, unless I play a lot of Master Duel. And Master Duel, it lets you play Monster Reborn, so I don't know if it's actually banned still or not. But next is my extra decks. So like I said, I don't have all the cards, so if I'm missing like 20 twin-headed blue-eyes twin-headed dragon, I think it's called. I just don't have the card yet. So next obvious, we would have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and yes, it's quite hard to get out. Well, it's not really hard to get out, it's just tedious to get out. So, yes, some. Oh, let me just move that. Yes, some may not like this card because it's tedious to actually get put out in the field. Some may love the card because of the attack and the defense of the monster, and it's so. Some people it's easy to get out, some people it's hard. So it's just depending on what you feel about Blue Eyes decks, and on top of that, how easy it is for you to play a Blue Eyes deck. But anyway, another dragon, which is nothing to do with Blue Eyes, is Fossil Dragons. It's pretty powerful, cause I need two normal monsters, hence the Serpent Dragon and Alexandrite. But I can only control one of these guys, and this monster cannot be destroyed by battle, except by normal monster, and is unaffected by other monster effects, which is good. And the last one, I know it's not a big extra deck, like I said, not enough cards, but anyway, that is Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. And then, if you don't know what this does, don't worry, I'll tell you. What is... Oh, that's just a part of the card. I thought that was marks on the card for a second. But anyway, if this card is special summoned dragon type monsters you currently control cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects till the end of next turn. Once per turn, during the standby phase, you can target one normal monster in the graveyard and special summon that target, which is good. And then this deck also has a side deck, because you come across a lot of different duels with a lot of different decks. So there's no reason, there's no harm on preparing. So next, first we have Twin Twister. It's like Mystical Space Typhoon, but I could discard a card and bring it back. We'll discard a card and target two spell traps on the field and destroy them. Oh, sorry if I was pointing out there. And that's about it. The next is a very old card. I haven't really personally used it much, sorry about that, but it is Soul Release. And it lets you select 5 cards from either mine, well, not mine, yours or your opponent's graveyard and remove them from play. So if you're fighting someone that has cards that's heavily dependent on, like, graveyard, it helps a lot. Even though you probably knew that, but yeah. And then Burden of Destiny, which one of my friends hates, and matter of fact, it's the one that taught me everything I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! But once I play it, he knows he's in a bit of a bind, because, come on, it can be tough at times once you're facing it. Just depends on what situation. And then I'm playing 2 copies of Dark Factory Mass Production, which is target 2 normal monsters in my graveyard and add them to my hand. That's about it, because that would help me also get Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then I am playing one of the newer cards, or a couple of new cards, and that is Top Share. It lets me get one of my cards from my deck to my hand, so it can help me get a Blue Eyes. Like I said, this deck's mostly surrounded about you trying to get Blue Eyes in your hand and out on the field. So I just recently got this card out of a booster pack, so I'm not entirely completely know this effect by heart, but it's called Clear New World. I can target one face-up monster I control and destroy it. And if I do, special summon one monster from my deck in defense position with a definite original type or attribute, whose level is lower than that monster's original level, but negate its effects, you can only use it once per turn. Yes, I haven't thought of a strategy just yet for that card, but yeah. Next is Luster Dragon number 2. I just put this in my side deck in case I need an extra heavy hitter. So Luster Dragon was one of my favourite type of dragons at the first Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm adding it to, well, I'm not sure if this was added to the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, it's one of my favourite old cards. And like I said, heavy hitter, so 2400 attack, which is pretty good. And in my side deck, in case I need it, I'm playing another job Atlas. So, like I said, it just lets me shuffle 5 cards from my deck and draw an extra card. Yeah, I just had to make sure. And it does let you draw a card. Right, and then just me, yeah. And then we are playing Mystical Space Typhoon in case an opponent is heavily reliant on traps or spells. So no harm in putting that in. And then if one of my opponents is just wants to get it done over and fast with, or likes to get his boss monsters out quite fast, I'd like sort of revealing light in my side deck. So if that does come, or if that does happen, I could easily. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna move these out of the way. Ugh, come on. Oh, I'm just gonna move this. Sorry about that little thing. But anyway, like I said, anyone that's too reliant on doing stuff, getting boss monsters out fast, you could throw a cog in the plan with swords of revealing light. So, yep. And another one is called Trading. It's just easy, you discard a level 8 monster and draw 2 cards, which helps me get other blue eyes or cards that helps me bring blue eyes back or something Monster Reborn, like we discussed earlier, or Call of Hearted. And then margin trading, and then, oh, sorry about my finger in the camera, but then this card lets my opponent discard a card to negate the effect. Otherwise, both players look at the opponent's deck and choose one card, then add that card from their own deck chosen by the opponent to the hand. You can only use it once per turn, which is good and bad. You can mess with your opponent and do something and you get a card they hate, well, not hate, but don't need at that time. And yes, they could do the same, but if they don't realize the card in your hand, which 99.8, something like that, time they don't, there is always a chance they can give you a card that you desperately need at that time. So it's more of a luck type of thing, just depending what card your opponent picks for you. But these two cards is pretty obvious to get them, but just in case I come into an unbeatable monster with the blue eyes on the dragon, just in case, and that is Scapegoat. And then obviously I'll sacrifice 3 of them to get my Egyptian god Obelisk the Tormentor. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Just use Scapegoat, get 3 of them, 3 tokens, or 4 tokens I should say, and then tribute into, or sacrifice into Obelisk. So that was it for the deck, and obviously since you have Scapegoat, I don't have much tokens, but I do have like a couple of them. That is a Kaiba, a Yugi, and a Joey token, which these have to be my most favourite tokens possible, because I just love seeing a character with the most famous monster in the background. Like for Joey, he has his red eyes, Yugi his dark magician, and then Kaiba his blue eyes white dragon. And I'm more of a Kaiba fan. Yes, I do love Joey's red eyes and Yugi's spellcasters. Forgot what the word was for saying it, but I just adore Kaiba's blue eyes. Cause once I watched the anime, I just fell in love with Kaiba's deck and his playstyle and everything. So what can I say? But except from those, I, I'll try and come up with some strategies here. So like for you to get blue eyes out on the field. Oh, sorry if I was holding camera weird. Like if you want blue eyes out in the field, like I'm just gonna use these two. If you want like two blue eyes, sorry if I keep pointing it over there. I'm just get distracted. Like if you want again with the camera, if you want two blue eyes out on the field quite easy, you can. If I could try and find it, just give me a second. You could use both Foolish Burial. Yeah, I am on a limited space at the moment, hence why everything's all jumbled up like this. Just set that up there for now. But like I said, you could use say two Foolish Burials to get two blue eyes by sending where was it? Where are you? You are not at. Come on, here we go. Yeah, you could use the Foolish Burials, which is tedious play because you have to get rid of your monster, but and you could play it off to say Whitestone of Ancients or Whitestone of Legends to get a blue eyes out in the field. And if you only had the third one in your hand, you could easily use a hold on, give me a second. Where is it? Here we go. A polymerization to get a Blue Eyes Ultimate White Dragon. Why do I keep adding that? Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon out on the field, which is good. But then you could have Alexandrite, and then use Ancient Rolls to get. Here we go. Serpent Knight Dragon out. I'm sorry if I'm just doing like that. I'm just trying to. Yeah. And then again, use a polymerization to get Force of Dragons out in the field. And then that's about it. So, sorry if this was all chaotic and that. It's just. This is my first time trying to make a deck profile. So, sorry if it's all, like I said, chaotic. It's just, I've never really done this before, and yeah. So, let me just quickly clear all this up. Yeah, but but like once I'm doing this, tell me what was your most favorite Kaiba duel in Yu-Gi-Oh if you watched it? and what type of favourite deck type that you like to play. Because me personally, I love my Fiends, and for the Kaiba duel, I just got to, oh, I do not want to lose this or damage my cards. I just love his duel with Yugi at the Kaiba Battle City with his Egyptian gods. That has to be my most favourite type of duel. Just seeing two of the main characters go to, well, brawl it out in duel monsters. So it has to be my most favourite duel in Yu-Gi-Oh! For Kaiba. So I just fell in love with Kaiba, or fell in love with his Blue Eyes Within the first duel you see him in, and that's against Yugi. But yeah, that would have to end things off for my Blue Eyes deck profile. I know it was a little chaotic, but other than that, I'm just trying to learn how to edit and sort things out with YouTube, and hopefully my videos will get better in time. So, with that said, please comment what type of video you'd like to see next. Please oh, sorry if I keep doing that. It's just, I keep forgetting where the camera is on my phone. Don't know how. Like I said, I'm just completely dumb. But anyway, comment what type of video you'd like to see next. Subscribe and click the bell, and please share the video. And if you want, I could make try and make a deck that you suggest. So if you want, you could suggest what type of Yu-Gi-Oh deck you'd want to see. It might be on Master Duel because I might not have the cards, but I can see what I can do. Right, until next time, see you later, folks.